What's up, Booseheads? Welcome back to another episode of Guy Party. This is beautiful Brad.
This is Chester.
How goes it, Chester?
It's a very nice evening.
It is.
It's a little chilly, but that's I don't mind it.
It feels like early fall, but with like a lot of green and not colorful.
I was thinking that too. Yeah, it's got that kind of chill in the air, which is nice. It's nice, but I mean, this weekend I'm pretty sure it's going to be all up in the 80s and stuff, and
can't
hot.
wait.
And I'm into it.
Yeah, come Saturday, I think it's going to start warming up because I know Saturday I'm going to bring out the rest of my tortoises, and then for like the next 3 or 4 months I get to kind of kick back.
Yeah.
Not worry about animals.
I'm ready for summer. I got summer ale.
Yeah,
with me right now.
I got Keystones. I also got like $2 fucking Jungle Gym beers.
Hell yeah!
So if you want to try one, it's some sort of, I can't pronounce the word. Let me pull one out real quick if you can. It is dry hop schwickel.
It's just something from the shoots. I can see that from the side.
Yeah, here.
Yeah.
If you want one, try one. They were like $2 at Jungle Gyms.
Schwickel. Yeah.
Schwickel. Is that German?
Sounds like it.
It sounds pretty German. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But, like Jungle Gyms, Booseheads, if you're not familiar, it's in the Ohio area, but sometimes if they don't sell beers, they mark them down, and I got like a 6-pack for fucking $2.50.
Yeah, getting cheap beer is the best.
It is, and I also got...
What is that little thing?
Austin Cocktails, Ruby Red Vodka, Grapefruit, and Lime and Mint Mix. If you want to try one of those.
What the fuck is that?
There's another
Was it $1.50?
Yeah, well, I got a 6-pack of this for like $2.50 too.
Okay.
So I'm like, fuck it, I'm going to try it, you know?
Yeah, go for it, man.
Yeah. It's a seltzer, so 12.5% alcohol.
Fuck yeah.
I didn't realize that. So maybe I'll save those for Sunday.
That makes sense why it's so little.
Yeah.
I thought it was a little can of V8 or something.
Jesus, 12.5? Fuck, I won't wake up for work tomorrow.
Yeah. Fucking cheap beer's the best.
It is. Especially if it tastes alright, which Schwitzel's does taste pretty good.
Really?
It's got a little hoppy, but it's not loaded. It's like only 4.9, but yeah.
I've had some that like... And this is going to sound blasphemous, but I've had some that I've had to straight pour down the sink.
Oh, I have too.
And it's just like, I can't get it down.
Yeah.
I guess I could have probably like mixed it with a better beer or something like that. just to get the alcohol content.
Which I tend to do. So like I popped my first Schwitzel. Mm-hmm. I had a Keystone on the ready just in case I had to mix. But it was actually pretty decent.
Right.
But the Ruby Red, we'll see how that goes. I'll try one here in a second.
Yeah, speaking of cheap beer, I know there's a certain beer brand that's offering a pretty good deal right now.
Yes. If you guys haven't been listening to the news, Bud Light is really getting hit hard.
It's getting rammed.
Getting fucking rammed. Right in the tranny asshole. Now, before you guys jump to conclusions and think we're like tranny haters, which if you've been listening to us long enough, you know we're not.
Mm-mm. Oh no, the same crowd that canceled Bud Light would totally cancel us too.
Oh, absolutely.
We called their leader a time-traveling tranny.
Yeah. The MAGA crew.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, I'm not going too far political. I'm not a mega, but I kind of lean to the right. But I also think the Bud Light craziness is a bit extreme.
It's so overplayed. It's like an overreaction.
Yeah.
But to the benefit of Booseheads.
Yes. Which, if you guys haven't noticed, go into your local gas stations, there is just cases of Bud Light sitting there, and everything else is like gone. Like I used to go into like my local gas station, get Miller Lite or Coors Light. They're all fucking gone, but there's just stacks of Bud Light.
Yep, they started offering some pretty generous rebates. Which rebates can be kind of a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
But, I mean, still, what? Like, you can get, with the rebate, like, a case of Bud Light for under $10 now. And I mean, like a 24-pack.
Yes. Oh, I saw it today when I went to Jungle Gyms. They had, on a $21 case, which, round up, well, whatever, was a $15 rebate, which brought it down to $6.99.
That's pretty damn good.
Yes. Like, if I was to pay just $6.99 outright and be done with it, I would have bought, like, the whole goddamn
loaded up
skin.
the band.
Yeah, I would have, too. And I'm not a Bud Light guy. I have always hated Bud Light.
Yeah, it's just, it doesn't pack a punch at all. People say it, and it's true. It is like watered down beer.
It is. And I also really don't like the taste of Bud Light.
But it's still booze.
It's still booze.
It's still booze.
It's still booze.
And again, not to get too political here, but I don't think people are talking enough about what Kid Rock did to all that poor booze.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I wish I was a millionaire. I mean, I didn't watch the video, but I heard about it. Like, how many cases of beer did he waste?
Oh, it had to have been at least like 15. I would say like 10, 15, somewhere in that neighborhood. Yeah. But, like, I mean, can you imagine the hobos that would have graciously accepted said beer?
Yeah, for real.
He could have made the exact same point by just handing out the beer to the homeless. Like, look, I don't want to drink this because I don't like drag queens and trannies, and like I'm giving it to the homeless.
Yeah. Which, maybe some of the hobos are trannies and drag queens.
Yeah,
I don't know how that relates to anything.
And truly offensive to me as a bourbon drinker, like a guy, because, when all this came out, like other advertisements that were considered woke came out, like, and they're all just like waiting for like to be told who to boycott next.
Yeah.
And Jack Daniels was one of those. And like a dude who was a huge Jack Daniels fan, just because they had a campaign with RuPaul like 2 years ago, just took all of his Jack Daniels and just destroyed it and burned all of his Jack Daniels merch, and like they smashed all of his bottles, including apparently like a $300 bottle of bourbon from Jack Daniels, like a rare one. Like, and I'm just like, as a bourbon drinker, that's fucking offensive to me.
Yeah. I mean, I get people have their stances on things, but at the end of the day, especially with the fucking markup of everything, like, if you've really got the money to throw around to just shoot fucking beers and $300 bottles and burn swag, like,
don't take it out on the booze.
Yeah, don't. Seriously. Like,
I imagine, like, booze, like, you remember that animated movie Sausage Party? Mm-hmm. Where, like, all the food in the grocery store was just, like, amped to be, like, taken home and eaten?
Yeah.
Like, I imagine beer is like that.
Absolutely,
it just wants to get drank.
Yeah. So, I mean, I guess if it offends you, you've already bought it. You might as well pour it into, like, a fucking Solo cup like I have and pretend it's a straight beer.
Right.
And just drink the motherfucker, because it's all getting you the same way. Why shoot the shit up?
Yeah, it's just, I don't know.
Such a waste.
And with all of this, it's like, oh, are you pro-tranny? Are you pro Kid Rock or whatever? I'm pro booze.
That's right. Guy Party is pro fucking booze.
That's right.
So, fuck all you guys wasting this shit. I get it. Don't buy it. But if you already have it, what's the point of dumping it or shooting it?
Right. So the next thing that you try to get boycotted or not try to get boycotted, but that you try to get canceled and boycott and everything like that, before you go and just destroy this stuff, send it our way.
Yeah. Yeah. We will pay for the shipping and handling.
Right.
Just send it our way. I wonder how much the freight would cost to have a case of Bud Light shipped to us.
Just one case.
Yeah. It'll probably be more than just going to the store and buying it. Right. And in that case, yeah, like Chester said earlier, donate it to your local HoboNet.
Right. They should have like beer drop-offs. Like, you know how like they have like the clothing drop-offs like scattered about the city where you can take your old clothes and they recycle them and give them to vets or something?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, let's have a beer one.
Yeah, for real. Guy Party funded.
That's right.
We'll just set up like a fucking beer drop-off at every goddamn city. Like,
you put your six-pack in there, like it's like a little bin, and you carefully drop your six-pack in there, and then you hear like a little person inside like, thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like a gremlins in every one of them. So as you're putting it in, a hand comes up and just grabs it. A future tranny gremlin, because that Bud Light's gonna make you all fucking poisoned in the brain.
It's like you drink it, it's just like bum bum na 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 na. It's like a transformation.
Yeah, it's like, oh, damn it, now I'm a tranny. It's kind of like
I don't like my penis anymore.
That video we shot, like
with Luke.
Luke's working on a car, and then he had a Bud Light. Next thing you know, he's in a Gimp mask getting fucked by a fucking retard.
And I'm tired of hearing about it. And I'm so tired of seeing it on my Facebook scroll. Like, I try, like, now when it comes up, I try to zoom past it really quick so the Facebook algorithm realizes that I'm fucking over it.
Yeah. Which, I kind of enjoy the people making jokes of it, not the hateful shit.
Right.
Because, like, I had sent you guys a meme earlier, like, pre-gay Bud Light, $46.
That's fine. Yeah. That's totally
that's
cool.
Just funny because it's almost just like how ridiculous it's gotten. But yeah, like, just to be hateful about it, like, who gives a fuck? Don't you have anything better to worry about?
Right. And it wasn't ever like there was like a commercial featuring a tranny. They sent like a beer with the tranny's face on it.
Yeah.
Which is fine. I don't know. I guess in the eyes of the people who are protesting it, that would be like the same of like if there was like a popular like neo-Nazi and they sent that dude a beer with his face on it.
Yeah.
But at the same time, if that happened, I'd still drink the beer because you don't take it out on the booze.
I would, yes, I would too. If you want to put Adolf on a Bud Light or Miller Lite can,
I'll take the clearance.
Yeah, I will take the clearance beers. I don't give a fuck. And you know what? And that is your American right to not buy Bud Light, but to just pour it down the drain.
Pour it down my throat.
Yeah. And if you want to mark it down because you hate it, I am there for that markdown beer.
That's right.
Because the price of beer is retarded nowadays.
It really, the price of everything is retarded these days, but...
Yeah, dude, like a case of beer, I mean, that's why I've been drinking Keystone a lot lately. It's about $12, but a case of, like, Miller, Bud, Coors, I mean, you're spending, like, 23 with tax plus.
Yeah, I got a 12-pack of Miller Lite the other day at Kroger, and... I guess, and it's not like I haven't bought a 12-pack in a while, but I just guess I've never been paying attention to the prices. But, yeah, it was like $14, and I'm like, I remember when that shit was $9.99.
Yeah.
Like, $8.99.
Shit, dude, I remember when I first started drinking, I could get a 12-pack of Milwaukee's Best and a pack of Camels for $107. Now, granted, it was Milwaukee's Best, but with that being said, like, 12 packs of Bud and Miller were only like $6.99, $7.99.
Right. I always like to look at the price of cheese conies.
Oh god, those are expensive too.
Yeah, like for me, like that's how I judge the economy.
Yeah, hell yeah.
It's Cheese Coney Economics.
Cheese Coney Economics. I love it.
When I was younger, they were like a buck and a quarter.
Yeah, at most.
Like you could get the 10 packs or whatever for like $10.
$10, yeah.
And now it's like almost $3 a cheese coney.
It is,
and it's just like, what the fuck
happened?
Dude,
like $4.
How does shit triple in price in one person's lifetime, let alone within just like 20 years?
For real. Yeah, Cheese Coney Economics for real though. Like, I love a cheese coney, and motherfucker Tom Gilpin was bitching about the price. They're like $2.75 out here, and he just said cheese coney and instantly triggered me. Like, I wanted a cheese coney. But it's like, you go get 4, and I mean, I'm a bigger dude. 5 is too much, but 4 is just right. But I mean, that's $12, you know, like right off the rip.
Yeah, it's fucked.
I can't imagine, like, buying cheese conies for the family, and it's like fucking $40 for a 10-pack, and, you know,
the coney crates used to be like $10.
Yeah.
Now they're like, if you get them on sale, they're like $25.
Yeah. And I don't even know if Skyline does sales. I think, like, Gold Star does,
yeah. And, yeah, that's the thing, too. Like, the cans have exploded in the grocery store.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I swear in the last 12 months, they've just gone up like crazy. Like, I swear they used to be like $3.54. Now they're $6 a can.
Yeah. I went and bought 2 the other day. I guess they were marked down. I don't know. They were $5.50 a can. Per can.
Yeah.
And they weren't even like the big cans. They were just like the single can for like maybe a medium fucking 3-way.
Yeah.
Which, I don't know how you like your coney. Like, I don't mind. Like, a 3-way at home is good, but I hate conies at home. Like, I prefer store-bought conies. I don't know. It's just the hot dogs, the buns.
You mean restaurant-bought conies?
Restaurant, yeah.
Yeah. I'm right there with you. Like, I'll still make them, but like, yeah, usually when I make chili at home, I'm either doing like chili cheese dip, three ways, or chili cheese fries.
Those
homemade chili cheese fries are pretty good too.
Yeah, yeah, but man, because like I had one the other day and I was like, God damn it, man, it's so good. Just made a 3-way and made too many noodles because I didn't realize the can, for $5 was that goddamn small. But it was still amazing. But in reality, so like I had bought Cheese Coney Economics. Fucking dude, I love it. So I made the 3-way, and it was a medium, so you got to buy the noodles, you got to buy the cheese. And at the end of the day, did I really save more than like $1.50 than just going to buy the motherfucker, Like, I mean, $1.50 adds up in this economy.
And I've seen documentaries that like promote like healthy eating. They acknowledge that one of the gripes about healthy eating is that it's more expensive, and they try to show you how it's not really that more expensive. But I'm sorry, I used to be, especially when I lived in Florida, I was really poor. So like I had to really strictly budget my meals. Like I had like when I went to the grocery store and I bought food, I looked at it like, how much is this per meal? Yeah. Like, so like I can get like a pack of hot dogs, a pack of hot dog buns, and some shredded cheese. Not even chili, just those 3 things. And that's going to cost me like $10-12, but it's going to be good for like 5 meals. Yeah. So that's like $2 a meal. Between like $2 and $2.50 a meal, that's good. Yeah. But now, like, I swear, like, one of the cheaper things I feel like for us to eat, like you get those Stouffer's, like, really big lasagnas. Yep. And, like, the family size, and it's, like, $18. And then you throw some garlic bread in with it because you have to do that. Yeah, of course. Yeah, absolutely. And so there's another, like, $3-4. So you're at $20 for that, right? I can go to McDonald's and through the app, like, find a good deal and get, like, a 40-piece nugget for like $5. Yeah. And like get a couple things of fries, and I'm feeding the family for $10. Yeah. And you're not sitting there cooking the shit, going to the store to get the shit. You're just going through the drive-thru and waiting there. McDonald's is like, if you do it right, it's cheaper than anything that you can buy and put together for a family of 4 at the grocery store. Yeah. Just about. Oh, yeah, dude, it's fucked. It really is. I've been watching this documentary on Prohibition, and it's gotten into the point now where they're into the Depression. And they like this dude was saying, like, his family back in the day would during the Depression, they would buy milk and lima beans and butter and make that into a soup. Yeah. I mean, that's kind of where we're getting, dude. I think we're getting there. I'm just to the point where, I mean, I'm a fat fuck, and I'm like, I'm going to lose weight because I can't afford to fucking eat, dude. I'm going to have to dry out because I can't even really afford to drink anymore. Fuck that. I mean, yeah, I'll still find a way to drink. But, and that was the thing, too. Like, they were like, during the Depression, like, alcohol, like, even there's a depression, and it was illegal. And it was still selling like crazy. Yeah, it just makes you forget. And honestly, like, when I'm drinking, I'm not hungry. So, like, that's true. The next day, I'll be hungry, probably just because my body wants to soak up some of that shit. But, like, I won't eat when I'm drinking at all. Really? Well, now that I think about it, like, mid-drinking, no. But, like, at the end of the night, that's why things like White Castle and Waffle House exist. Yeah, I mean, it just depends. Usually for me, I mean, I'm usually not mobile, and I usually drink so much I just pass the fuck out. Yeah, that's probably the way to do it. I guess that's why I make up for it the next day, and she's like, "Give me grease," and then I'll go spend $15 on the goddamn value meal because I mean that's what they are now. Dude, it's stupid. Yeah, I mean it's crazy. Like on the way here, I got a combo at Raising Cane's, and it was $12. Yeah. And it's just like, you would never think back in the day that you'd be paying more than $10 for a combo. Yeah. Yeah, because I remember when it got to about 10, it was like, this is insane. $10 for a fucking combo meal. And now it's like, I'll go through White Castle sometimes because I'll get a craving for it. And this blew my mind because I did it last week. I got a 10-sack and a drink, and it was like $17. Yeah. Fuck. You can eat cheaper at fucking Applebee's. Yeah. When they have their, like, especially when they have their, like, half-price happy hour or whatever. Well, that's what I've been doing, too, because, like, I'm a big Mexican dude, and I would go through Taco Bell a lot, and I would spend $13
to 15 on like lunch. Now, granted, like I would save some for later. So now I've been like calling Recon, like, yo, I'm gonna place a pickup order, and I'm getting like 2 because they have lunch specials.
Yeah,
it's cheaper than fucking Taco Bell and shit, dude. It's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, it's getting any more to where like it's cheap. Like your local Mexican restaurant is cheaper than Chipotle. And fuck if it's cheaper than Taco Bell.
I know, it's fuck, dude, because it's like it's way better. I mean, it tastes better. It's not probably better for you, but it's definitely way tastier.
Mm-hmm. We went to a Mexican restaurant the other day, and something happened that I think it's only happened like once or twice in my life. I ordered a margarita, and it was too strong.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
That it takes a lot for me to say that.
Yeah.
But it was like it had no flavor. It tasted like straight tequila, which, don't get me wrong, I can drink, but I ordered a jumbo.
Yeah.
so straight tequila in like a jumbo-sized mug, not so great.
There's just a bunch of Mexicans wanting to take you out because you're a white man. It's like, let's get this motherfucker a DUI.
Yeah.
Fiesta Day. What was the guy party? Fiesta Day Boy or some shit? Or whatever. When you did the guy party translation, it was like Fiesta Day.
Oh, yeah.
Something or another.
Oh God, what was? I'd have to look that up again.
It was on a pod we posted.
Right. Oh, that's gonna bug me, but
just look it up.
I know. I just gotta look it up real quick.
I'm about to crack one of these Austin cocktails, Ruby Reds, 12.5. And dude, I know you guys can't see it, but this looks like a little like pineapple juice container.
That's what it looks like. Yeah, you're right. I said V8, but yeah, you're right. Pineapple juice.
I mean, 12.5. Fucking A, man.
English to Spanish guy party.
It's like Fiesta.
Fiesta de Chicos.
Fiesta de Chicos. And then, like, I put it on Facebook because I couldn't stop laughing about it. And then Facebook translated it. So,
it's
like,
boy party.
Yeah, like how fucking it was visible. It was boy party. It wasn't Fiesta de Chicos. Boy party.
Good times.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know if I want to like go around Mexico screaming that.
Yeah. Boy party.
Fiesta de Chicos. And I'd be like
some guy looking for a fix runs to the cartel. Like, we found a pedophile. There's an invasion on the goddamn the resort from the fucking cartel. Man. A Ruby Red's not bad. You want a little taste? Are you good? Yeah.
You'll hear about it on the news. Like, they'll show me getting executed or something like that. The government would be like, thank you. We've heard his podcast.
Yeah. Man from GuyPartyPodcast.com fucking executed today. But then that's when we fucking blow up.
Yeah, right?
And you're dead, and I gotta recruit fucking Michael again.
Right? I'll come down in spirit.
But yeah, Guy Party. But anyways, yeah, so we were talking about like Bud Light getting canceled and everything. You came up with a hashtag. What was that again?
I stand with booze.
I stand with booze.
I stand with booze.
Which is
at the end of the day, you can be on the tranny side or you can be on the MAGA side. I'm on booze's side.
Booze is all that matters.
I stand with booze.
I stand with booze as well. Mm-hmm. And especially, keep marking those Bud Light cases down. I will go buy them and I will drink them.
Hell yeah. That was what I honestly thought, like, when they said that Bud Light was, like, in trouble and stuff. I'm like, just make it cheaper.
Yeah.
Just make it cheaper and you will do fine.
Yep.
Because I know there's enough booze heads out there that, yeah, I mean, you give them a really good deal on this stuff.
Yeah, shit, dude. I mean, like, if the rebate wasn't such a hassle, and you know damn well it would be, so it's like, it's probably mail-in, proof of purchase, and then, alright, so which is no problem, but then you're sitting there for like 7 months, and then they probably come back with a flyer, and you gotta fill this and this out, and yada yada yada, and by the time you get your $15 fucking back, it's just like, you've wasted so much time.
Monday, I went grocery shopping because I'm off on Monday, so it's just easy to do that.
Yeah.
And the guy behind me had like a cart full of cases of Bud Light.
Yeah.
And
I heard they're marked down places where there isn't the rebate. Like,
really?
Yeah.
Well, I heard the cashier as I was walking away. She was like, "You having a party without me?" And then she's like, "Well, just so you know, like this is a rebate thing." And
Yeah. And that's the thing, like, because it sounds good, and that's how they had it at Jungle Gyms. $6.99,
Right.
Which it wasn't. So when you go ring out, you're spending a goddamn fortune,
Right. Yeah, I mean, like, I don't know if they have a limit on it, but like if you're getting like 5-10 cases, $15 a piece, I'll fucking fill those forms out for $150.
Yeah, but maybe we just need to do that and report back and see how long it actually takes to get the money. And I'm just wondering, like, I mean, do they send you a check? Do they send you some sort of credit? Like,
I feel like they're going to send you a check, and it's going to be one of those like designer checks that like there's going to be like an image of Dylan Mulvaney on it.
Yeah, and that's the thing too. Like, I didn't even think of that far ahead, but like, a lot of people get direct deposit these days, so it's like, well, then you got to go cash in $15 checks here and there. I don't know how they disperse it, but
yeah, and I don't know if there's a limit on it. If there's no limit on it, then we should just go ahead and do it, and then like have like a Bud Light tranny party.
Oh yeah.
Where like we supply the beer but like encourage everybody to dress as the opposite gender.
Dude, yeah, fucking Luke had one of those back in the day. That was a hoot. I actually found a dress at Goodwill that I fit in.
There you go.
Yeah, I was like, man, that bitch must have been scary. But yeah, if they actually like mark it down under $10 to where you don't have to fuck with rebates, I'll clear
I'm all
out.
over it.
Yeah, and I think everyone will too.
Yeah, I mean, there's the people like, and I've seen that in comments too. Like, fuck it, I'll do it if it's cheap. And then there's people like, "Where's your dignity?" And I'm like, fuck my dignity.
I also think it's easier to protest it when everything's so goddamn expensive. It's like, oh fuck, well, I'm gonna cut out this monthly habit. It's just easier to protest.
Well, and a lot of people are like, boycott Bud Light, that never drank it to begin with.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it'd be a different thing, like, if people drank Bud Light, but one of the most popular things I see in comments when there's, like, Bud Light articles and stuff like that is, like, I never drank this. It's just shit beer. Like, so it's like, I honestly don't know who was drinking Bud Light.
I mean, I never drank it, ever. I used to have like a community cooler when I'd have fires here all the time and people would leave Bud Light. It would be the last beer I drank. And I'm not even joking. Like, I would drink Keystones and all of them ever, but I hated Bud Light. I did.
Yeah, no. I started with Bud Light, I will say that. And I did probably drink it for a few years, but then, and I think that was only because what got me drinking beer in the first place was that it was free. We went to Panama City Beach, and there was a deal with the hotel where, like, the bar next to us had free beer for 2 hours.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like, all you could drink, like, free beer, and, like, but it was Bud Light, and I was like, all right, well, fuck it.
Yeah, I mean, I'll drink free Bud Light.
And I didn't even drink beer at the time. Like, I was all about, like, Long Island iced teas back then. That's what switched me to beer.
I love beer.
That's great. I wonder if there's something like you can rub on your dick to make it glow in the dark.
Oh yeah, glow in the dark paint for sure.
So then, like, you just have this party where, you know, you have no lights on whatsoever, and just like a bunch of people with like glow in the dark paint on their genitals. So all you see is like dicks flopping and tits flopping.
Yeah,
that'd be a fun party to go to.
That would be, but yeah. Discount the beers. I'm all for it. Like, I stand with booze.
That's right. I feel like we need a march on Washington.
Yes. Just to stand with booze.
That's right. The Million Booze Head March.
Yeah. It's like, don't fucking dump beer. Quit protesting alcohol. We need more of it.
That's right. Like, ban alcohol abuse.
Yeah. Because that's all they're fucking doing.
That's right. In this day and age of Cheese Coney Economics.
Yes!
It is unacceptable.
It is, dude. When a Cheese Coney is $2.75, who's got money to waste booze?
I will drink a Bud Light so that I may buy more Cheese Conies.
Yes.
Because Yes, they may be cheaper. Like, if you buy the supplies in the store and make them at home, not that much cheaper.
Shit, not really. No, like, honestly, when I was trying to price it out, I think maybe I could buy half a cheese coney from the store, the restaurant.
I wonder why, like, because, you know, like, you see the Skyline shredded cheese out there.
Yeah.
Like, why don't they have the hot dog buns?
I know, dude.
And the hot dogs, for that matter.
Yeah, because, like, all the buns I usually end up getting, they always fall the fuck apart.
That, too, yeah.
I hate that shit.
Yeah, I've never had a Skyline bun fall apart.
Never. Especially, like, when you get at a store, the restaurant, but I've made them at home. They all, not always, but I want to say 70% of the time, the motherfuckers collapse.
Fall out of the bottom. And it's just like,
drives me nuts.
Yeah.
Maybe it's because their hot dogs aren't as big or something. I don't know, but dude, that would always drive me insane. And it's just like, well, I guess I'm like eating clumps of goddamn. It's just not as tasty as just like biting into the motherfucker. You know? It's not. It ruins it.
Right.
It takes you out of it.
And the wonderful thing about cheese conies, it's kind of like with White Castle sliders. It's like it can be a snack or it can be a meal. Like, you can just have a couple for a snack, or you can go out, ball out, and get like 3 or 4, and bam, that's a meal.
Yeah.
But like, I mean, like at home, they're just normal size hot dogs, normal size buns,
and they fall apart a lot of the time. All right, so I'm glad to hear you struggle as well with the homemade conies falling apart, because I was like, are we just buying the shittiest fucking buns possible?
There are these really good Pepperidge Farm buns that have like a slit in the top. Like, it's well, I guess they all do, but no, it's different. It's different, and I've never had those fall apart on me. So if you're ever in the supermarket, those Pepperidge Farm buns are awesome.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
And I'm all about paying extra just to have a good coney bun. I saw you cracked into that Sweckle. How is that?
I feel it. I feel it.
It's not bad.
It's not bad at all.
For fucking $2.99, whatever the fuck, for a 6-pack.
I have had some good ones. That. Like, I've had, like, nothing like I would buy again. For full price, I mean.
Yeah, absolutely. Because those are probably like fucking $15 to begin with. And these 12.5 Ruby Reds, they're not bad.
You feeling it?
They're not great. No, I'll probably be slurring. So, like Boo says on the next pod, if I'm like, blah, 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 and Chester has to repeat himself 80 fucking 7 times, that's because I just hit a 12.5. So, yeah, that's like drinking 3 Bud Lights.
But it's a lot smaller, too.
Yeah, so it's like you're not getting bloated and working for it. It's just like pound to the fucking face, because you know what? I stand with booze.
I stand with booze. I think we need to get T-shirts made.
I think so too, because we were always looking for a Guy Party shirt that we could
like
universally wear. Yeah, like I stand with booze hashtag. Like maybe we should do the when's the flying pig or
that's already happened.
Has it?
Yeah, because somebody we know runs in that.
Okay,
and I know I saw it on Facebook not that long ago.
Okay, because say like we could all get like hashtag I stand with
Texas
booze. Okay,
Texas runs in it.
But then like obviously we want to make that the main part of the T-shirt if we were ever to do it. But where do we want to put like the Guy Party logo? Just like. You know, we got to make it big. No, maybe on the back, hashtag Guy Party.
We got to have like that and like the the website.
Yeah, Guy Party podcast. Because it's like people see Guy Party, they don't know it's a podcast. So hashtag Guy Party podcast.
The other day at work, we had a team meeting, and my supervisor said that we have to turn our cameras on.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, during the team meeting?
During the team meeting.
Okay.
Right next to me, like on my desk, is like my display of Zippos, including the Guy Party one.
Yeah.
And like I turned it around.
Oh, God. Like she wouldn't even notice that. But yeah, I mean, Guy Party's not really appropriate for the work life. And I think an ex-Guy Party member probably should have realized that. Oh yeah, when he was God bless him. I love his enthusiasm,
right?
Yeah. Dude, it was kind of like I was telling you the other day. I was in do you guys use Microsoft Teams? So we were in Microsoft Teams, and I posted they were talking about slip and slides and like this,
man.
they're all like parents. It's like, yeah, man, we use dish Dawn soap for.
Oh, you mentioned the bologna slip and slide, yeah.
And I was like, dude, I'll tell you guys how to slip it up. And then I posted the goddamn bologna slip and slide. My manager's like, do I even want to ask? I'm like, and I didn't know how to respond then. I'm like, how do I play? Because I was like I don't know, I was just in an extra vibrant mood to even post that. I'm like, oh goddamn, how do I like play this one down? So I just kind of
feel like we thought it was funny.
Yeah, I just kind of came out. I was like, it was a bachelor party, but it did make it fucking slick.
Speaking of that, are we doing?
I don't know.
GP Fest 2?
We got to talk with dude, man. I know we were over there not too long ago, but it just turned into a basketball game of N-words. Swish! Three-pointer. Yeah. So we really didn't, like, get anything anywhere.
Yeah.
I can talk to him, but I kind of want you there to talk to him with me, because we got to decide, I mean, obviously, we're not going to make it.
I wanted to make it an annual thing.
Yeah, I do too.
I realized that.
And he said he's about it, but.
Strippers are expensive.
Yeah, so we're probably going to have to rule that out.
But we can still make it like a weird fest or something like that.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Do we make it just guys? Or do we...
No, I think we can open it up.
All right, cool. But it's definitely not kids.
Oh, hell no.
Yeah, so... I'll talk to him more. I'll see him soon, I hope. I don't know. Sometimes I see him and we'll go long periods of not seeing each other, but we'll figure it out. Like, I mean...
He'll probably be at Dave's, won't he?
No, he's going to a concert. So, yeah. But, all right, so Guy Party Fest 2, I know he's down. We just got to pick a date. It's open for everyone. It's not just guys.
Right.
Just no kids.
Right. Oh, yeah.
Okay,
for sure.
I think we can make that happen. Some people are like, oh my God, I can't bring my kids.
No. I mean, the purpose of this party is to get greasy.
But when we set a date, we got to figure out some events to make it different than just hanging out at Luke's house.
Yeah. Not just your normal party. That's why I'm like, can we like come up with an obstacle course or something like that? Like last year we had stand-up comedy.
and we're not going to have that.
We're not going to have that this year.
Yeah.
I mean, if we are, it's not going to be the same performer.
Yeah, Michael's not allowed back. I don't think he was a fan of the bologna, even though me and you tried to clean it up, but he said it smelled so awful.
Yeah, so...
And the dogs got sick.
Oh, well, that's no good.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we don't want to do that again, but... Yeah, I mean...
But we have to have bologna incorporated somewhere, but I feel like
maybe we can, like...
A bologna fry, or...
I was going to say, like, a grilled bologna up.
Yeah. Or bologna conies.
Bologna conies.
Which were awesome.
Did you make one?
Never, not yet, but just... I watched you in action, I'm like, I will have one. We got robbed from the experience, because you brought the ingredients, and then, like, we got right to it at Cricket's, and then they got robbed, and... We were depressed because we were going to eat bologna candies all night.
Oh, yeah.
And drop acid.
I still feel bad about that because I just was like, I couldn't even hang. I'm like, I got to get the fuck out of here.
I mean, I'm glad you took me home because I couldn't hang either, dude. It was awful.
Yeah. Fucking just...
Yeah, so close. Walk off fucking bullshit. I hate that more than anything.
Yeah, but whatever.
Yeah, we'll be back.
Yeah.
And have you seen Joey B all ripped up lately with his headband?
I saw the headband, yeah.
Oh, man, dude, his arms look huge.
It's going to be a tough year, though.
We'll see.
I mean, the Browns even have, like, a full training camp and everything with Deshaun Watson.
I know everyone, like, Aaron Rodgers didn't do great last year, but with that fucking defense in New York, he's just good enough to get them somewhere.
I don't think it was serious, but I did hear today, and I thought this was kind of funny, but I did hear today that Rodgers and Lazard both got hurt. And,
oh, really?
Yeah.
No shit.
Yeah, but apparently they were back on. And
yeah.
It was like some like minor ankle shit.
Yeah, and I mean, dude, they're just doing OTAs. And then they'll all go fucking fuck whores and ride on yachts for the next 2 months.
And don't forget about Tua, too. I mean...
Yeah?
I mean... maybe those concussions really did a number on him, but he was starting out the season real fucking strong.
It pisses me off, too, because, like, everyone, like, not everyone, but, like, I saw Dan Orlowski, he's on, like, Good Morning Football. He's still sleeping on the Bengals. He's like, the biggest threats to the Chiefs are the Jets and the Bills. And I'm like, the fuck? The Bengals? He's like, oh, I gotta see where the right tackle's at. I'm like, the motherfucker went to
one position?
Yeah. I mean, dude, have you seen his line for the past 2 years?
Right.
Like, dude, he is like a lineman away from winning Super Bowls.
Right.
Multiple Super Bowls.
Right. Yeah, that's silly sauce. Yeah, that's just nuts. I mean, and I can see if you said, you know, let's see what happens with the safety position. Because we lost both of our starters.
He actually...
That concerns me more than the tackle.
He actually did bring that up as well, so I'll give him credit there. Because that is concerning.
That is very concerning.
Our secondary is a complete overhaul.
Yeah, I mean, I have faith in our corners. I was going to say, I have faith in our corners, but...
Well, Cheeto's coming off a fucking knee injury.
Yeah, that's true. We'll see how he comes off of
I heard DJ Turner's going to be good. Like the guy... Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he's fast as fuck, and heard he's ball hawk, so we'll see. But I have faith in Lou. I think as long as we keep Lou around, I think our defense is going to keep us in games.
And if we can get our running game going to where they have to fucking respect it, nobody's going to touch us, dude.
God, I wish we could pull off a deal for Derrick Henry, but...
They're riding with Mixon. Mixon's going to be our bag.
Yeah. I mean...
Mike Brown's loyal, dude. And Mixon's been a huge cheerleader when the Bengals sucked.
Michael Benjamin tried to get him booted, but...
Oh, God, we got to talk about this. Michael, sorry if you're listening, but we got to tell your story. Oh, my God, this is the best. Oh, yes. God damn it. All right, do you want to tell it? You got to tell it.
All right, so... Michael Benjamin just kind of casually says that he ran into Joe Mixon.
Yeah, like at a Kroger's or something.
I don't even think he specified.
Yeah, he didn't. Nah, I'm just going to imagine a Kroger's.
I imagine an elevator. That's funny.
Okay, yeah, that's cool. Well, no, because he said it was like how he touched him was like if somebody was in an elevator.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I'm imagining like a supermarket.
Right on.
But anyway.
So, he said he recognized Joe Mixon, and I guess he was behind him.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, he taps on his shoulder. and he also said that Mixon was on a phone call.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
well, apparently he said Mixon was like, don't touch me, bro.
Don't touch me, bro, yeah. Which, I mean, a couple things there. Why would you touch him?
Yeah, I mean, because, like, all right, we ran into Marvin Lewis at the Hangover movie.
That's true.
We didn't go up and, like, hey, Marvin, like, touch him from behind. Like,
right, we were just like, look, it's Marvin Lewis.
That's cool. Like, we respected his distance.
Right. But even so, like, even if you were going to approach him, like, I wouldn't have tapped him. No, like I would have been like, I might have been like, Marvin Lewis, who day? Or something like that. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Not from behind. And like, I understand people get excited.
Right.
Because like when we were walking out, we were right behind Marvin. I was really excited. But I also was like, okay, I'll give the guy space. But yeah, Michael said he went up and tapped him on the shoulder. Yeah. It's like, don't touch me, bro. He's like, oh, sorry, I was just want to say...
You want to say hey?
Yeah, I just want to say, he's like, oh, hey. And then he just turned around and kept walking. So just like, God damn it.
And, I mean, especially with, like, Mixon's history, like, I'm surprised he didn't just fucking deck the dude.
Yeah. And I sent the screenshot of the conversation to Crickets.
Mm-hmm.
And Crickets was like, man, dude, like, there it was. Like, you can't go back if you beat up a dude with Down syndrome. Fucking Mixon.
Like, that was our way to get Joe Mixon out.
All right, we finally cut $12 million in cap. Right? Beat up a fucking Downs, dude.
Man with Down syndrome saves Bengals $12 million. Hey, in this day and age of Cheese Coney Economics,
yeah,
saving $12 million.
That's a lot of cheese conies. God bless you, Michael. Keep being awesome. All right, before we wrap this one up, let's just make our predictions.
Okay.
All right, so we've seen the schedule. We're not going to read it off, but you've seen it. You kind of got a gander. The AFC is a gauntlet. What are your predictions for the Bengals seasons?
13-4.
13-4. I'm feeling that. I'm feeling that as well.
I'm going to say 2, maybe 3 seed. I don't want to be overly ambitious and say we're going to get the 1.
I don't think we're going to get the 1.
I mean, KC is still a fuck.
Yeah.
As long as they got Mahomes. I mean,
he's the Michael Jordan.
That's the thing. It's no quarterback. And I'm sorry, I love Burrow. Boners for Burrow, but
bonus for Burrow, baby.
Mahomes is better. I mean, at this stage,
dude, he's the Michael Jordan.
Yeah, I mean, you can't deny it. He is the GOAT. So we have to collectively, as a team, beat him. We can't just be like Burrow versus Mahomes. It's got to be the Bengals versus Mahomes.
Yeah, it does. And I mean, let's be real. Our defense got us there every year.
Oh,
it wasn't Burrow and gang. Everyone loves the QB, and Burrow's a stud. But, dude, our defense has kept us in the motherfuckers because our offense is so goddamn stuttery, dude.
Well, and if we can carry a healthy offensive line into the offseason, we can exploit the deep ball, which is something we weren't able to do because of our offensive line weaknesses.
Yeah.
I don't feel like we went deep that much last year. It seemed like 2 years ago when we went to the Super Bowl, we did go deep more often.
They were playing us different too, like cover 2.
Oh yeah. So I mean,
and that's why if we had a running game worth a fuck, we would have owned because they would have had to respect the running game.
I'd love to see some 4 receiver sets with that new kid we got from Purdue. Because I feel like he could end up being a fucking steal.
I think so too, yeah. He's definitely going to be a Boyd replacement.
Oh yeah, a slot receiver.
Yeah, but I also feel like he could see some action this year.
Hell yeah. And we'll see what happens with Irv Smith, but
as long as he's good enough, it's not like fucking, what's his face, the redheaded Viking. What was Hayden Hurst. It's not like he didn't shattered Earth.
Yeah, no, he really didn't. I wish they would have gotten him the ball more because when he did, the dude he just fought for every yard, and I loved it.
His energy was awesome.
His energy was amazing.
Yeah,
I really wish they would have involved him more, but such is life, and and whatever he did. I mean, Carolina wanted to pay for it.
Yeah, and I mean, because they've got the cap room because they got a Bryce Young. Was that the guy they drafted? Bryce Young, the number 1 overall?
Yeah. So
they took him, and I mean, they've got him on a rookie scale. The Bengals know they have to pay Burrow, and it's just, all right, they got him for a few years, and it's not going to hurt him. It's just kind of like when CJ Uzomah, which I'm glad we didn't pay him because he hasn't done shit for the Jets.
Yeah, you don't hear his name very much. I liked CJ he's just a good clubhouse dude.
Yeah.
If the Jets get tired of him and they'll let us have him for cheap,
yeah,
I wouldn't mind bringing him back. I love the dude.
Yeah, and I think that's why Mixon's still around because at the end of the day, Mike Brown's still Mike Brown. Yeah, people say he's not got control, but I guarantee you the only reason Mixon's still around is because of Mike Brown because Mixon is a big oorah motherfucker. And he just is. He's a great teammate from everything I've heard. And when Mixon gets going, Mixon's awesome, but he just stumbles so damn much. And I know the lines were bad, but he's been good behind bad lines.
And he tries to make too much.
Too many cuts, too many fancy fucking little...
Yeah, you remember Le'Veon Bell?
Yeah.
I mean, he was like that, but he was better at it. He would do that thing where, he would stay in the backfield for, what felt like way too long, but he was just sizing it up and waiting for his hole to emerge.
Yeah.
But he was good. He made the right decisions. Mixon is trying to do that same thing, but he's just not as good at it.
Yeah, he's just way too quick with it, and that he ends up tripping.
He just needs to hit the hole and hit it and just go.
And it's just like when they ran P. Ryan.
Yeah,
he would just hit the hole.
Yeah.
Boom, boom, we're getting chunks.
Yeah,
chunks.
4 or 5 yards at a time,
yeah,
and that's fine. And you don't need to get 10 yards every time you touch the ball.
Yeah, and Mixon needs to realize that. It's like, yo, dude, you got the receivers to give you the holes. And, yeah, the offensive line has sucked, but Yeah, I think he just tries to get too finesse with it.
And they tried that thing too many times, especially on like 3rd and short, where they would like toss the ball to mix in like behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, never worked
It
out.
never worked.
Never.
So, yeah. I don't know. But anyways, Lamar's coming off of an injury. We'll see. But, I mean, everybody thinks, like, the Ravens are going to fucking take it. But I don't know why.
The only thing that scares me is...
They had a really good defense last year.
Yeah, and if Lamar was in that game, at that playoff game, we're not advancing.
You think, yeah, I mean...
Dude,
probably.
That was a battle. I wasn't there, but I was watching it from home. That was a goddamn battle,
It really
dude.
was.
And Lamar, I think, was the X factor. But Lamar's always hurt.
But then again, if Lamar was there and they score like a couple more times, that's going to change our game plan too. And maybe we take a few more risks and they pay off. So you never know.
Yeah, but also, I mean, at that point, we had lost Kappa and fucking Lau Collins. Like, we were just back to the Super Bowl run with a bunch of scrubs.
Yeah. And then the Buffalo game just neutralized our offensive line weakness.
Did you see the Buffalo player trying to... I was like, get the fucking... Dude, that was your home turf. Like, I don't even...
You should know how to play in the snow.
Yeah. And that's the thing, like, and I agree with you after you said and I thought about it. It did neutralize it. But at the same time, that's their home goddamn turf. They should know how to play there.
Right. And was it him or somebody else that was saying, like, we should have ran more simple routes? That's what they were saying. Like, we should have, like, instead of, like, we were running complex routes as if there wasn't snow on the ground. Yeah. And the Bengals were running simple routes, and they were, like, not a lot of cutbacks and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Where you tend to slide and slip and shit like that. Just real simple, like, get the ball, chuck it to the receiver kind of thing. Like, nothing complex.
Well, and it's like on Twitter, Jamar even responded to it. He's like, this is the first time I ever played in snow, motherfucker. Like, you know, like, get your excuses out of here. That's your home turf. Like, if you were playing in Cincinnati and it snowed, all right, complain. But, yeah, nah, fuck you.
And, yeah, that is just silly. That's just, yeah. When it turned out to be a snow game, I'm sure, like, Buffalo fans were like, oh, we got this.
Yeah. I know, because isn't that what they're notorious for?
Right.
They're fucking 17 pounds of snow.
Right. So,
Get over that.
Just silliness there.
Dude, everyone's just trying to find a way to, like, rob the Bengals of being good for once.
And honestly, I'm not going to lie, it's as a Bengals fan just living through all the disappointment. Mm-hmm. I keep waiting for the shoe to drop or whatever.
Same here.
And it's like, oh, we aren't good. But it's like, I don't think so, because we had a few things break our way. Yeah. But at the same time, it's like we made the Super Bowl and then went right back to the AFC Championship game.
And we're a walk-off field goal away.
Exactly.
Off some bullshit.
Right.
Well, not bullshit. It was a bad kick, some bad calls, and a fucking...
And we still had our chances.
And still had our chances, yeah.
So, but yeah, I mean... Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I don't think Cleveland's going anywhere. I think Deshaun Watson is just... I think all the shit that happened to him is too in his head at this point. And then I don't think Kenny Pickett is good.
Kenny Pickett, like, my nephew's a Steeler fan, and he's like, Kenny Pickett. I'm like, he's Andy Dalton.
Right.
You guys are going to be in QB hell for the next 5 years.
Right.
Watson, was he ever that good? Like,
I mean, he led the Texans to, like, a few playoff bursts, but at the same time, the AFC South has never been all that great. Not since, like, Manning left.
Yeah, he's in the AFC North now, where Lamar has laid down the footprint of destroying running QBs.
Yeah.
And we know how to play them.
And who's their number one receiver in Cleveland?
Amari
Cooper?
Amari Cooper.
I mean, he's good, but, I mean...
I think they drafted somebody.
And Nick Chubb is good, too. But, honestly, because I had Nick Chubb in fantasy football, and he started to slow down when Deshaun came back.
Yeah.
Once Deshaun started. Like, he was tearing it up, and then... so, I feel like they were better when Jacoby Brissett started for them.
Probably, because they were using their best fucking player on the team, Chubb.
Mm-hmm. and Kareem Hunt. Like, their offensive line and their running back, that's their strength,
Yeah.
and then play defense. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I still think the Bengals get the division. That's a homer pick, but
If everyone stays healthy, I think we win third straight AFC North, which no team has ever done that. Steelers or Ravens have never won three
Really?
straight. Never. Yeah. And I feel like if Burrow stays healthy and our main guys stay healthy, we win another division. I don't know if we win the Super Bowl, but I feel like they will finally give Joe Burrow an MVP because they'll realize what he turned that franchise into.
I hope so.
And the fact that he didn't get it when he came off a knee injury and took him to the goddamn Super Bowl wasn't enough to give him an MVP, but yeah.
Who's coming out of the NFC?
Dude, that's trash. Dude, the NFC's trash. I don't know. You tell me. Who? I can't even think of them all. Brock Purdy? Or no, he's still hurt.
Well, and the funny thing is about that, I heard that Sam Darnold is pushing to start for the Niners.
Is he really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I guess there's Jalen Hurts.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's easy to say the Eagles, but, I mean, the NFC just feels wide open to me.
Yeah, I wish the Bengals were in the NFC.
I'd like to see the Vikings get there, but
I would too.
I feel like Kirk Cousins is just super underrated. And I like Zimmer. Is Zimmer still coaching there, or did he get fired?
He got fired.
Yeah. I mean, he's just a defensive guy, Zimmer.
Yeah, he's like Lewis. I think his time has come to an end as a head coach in the NFL. Like, you might see him if he's willing to be a DC, but outside of that, same with Marvin Lewis. I don't think they'll ever get head coaching jobs again. They're too old school.
After Dick LeBeau flailed out with the Bengals, he went to DC for a couple other teams like Pittsburgh and Tennessee and owned.
Yeah, won 2 Super Bowls and what he got Tennessee to an AFC championship.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, Marvin Lewis was a good head coach. I will never shit on Marvin Lewis. He just couldn't get us over the hump.
He was dealing with a very involved Mike Brown, and I feel like Zach Taylor is dealing with a less involved Mike Brown.
Marvin Lewis helped get him there. And granted, his age as well, but I feel like Marvin Lewis cracked the egg for Zach Taylor to cook it.
Yeah, I mean, Marvin made our franchise, like, not the laughing stock of the NFL.
He made us relevant.
Right.
And he just couldn't get us over the hump. And, I mean, he had 2 years that we could have won the Super Bowl, 15 and 05, and his QBs got fucking hurt, dude. In 05, we win that motherfucker. But
yeah, because Pittsburgh went on to win that one, didn't they?
Yeah. And, I mean, dude, we were torching everything. The 05 Bengals, I feel like if Palmer doesn't go down, is a surefire Super Bowl winner.
Yeah.
But, I mean, that's sports for you, dude. Like, I can't attest for every franchise, but I've seen it happen with the Cavaliers, like the ones or even the Reds, Johnny Cueto, when he goes down when we're supposed to beat the Giants and we're up to fucking
We
nothing.
still went up to nothing.
Yeah, and when Latos came in, but it fucked the rotation.
It did mess up the rotation, but at the same time, it's like, man, you take the first 2 games on the road.
Yeah. And they come and sweep us at home.
Sweep us at home. That's
And they go on to win the World Series.
fucking crazy.
It was that Buster Posey grand slam. I knew it then. I felt
was
it in
there.
my bones. Were you?
I was there.
I felt it. Like I just knew then.
Yeah, when I saw that, I was just like, well, fuck. In the bottom of the 9th, I feel like they did threaten, but then Sergio Romo shut us down.
Yeah, but those Reds, I mean, that was our year. I don't know if Latos doesn't have to come in and Cueto can pitch a full game.
And then Latos gets game 2.
Yeah, and then you pitch the other guy out. Like, I mean,
Yeah, I forget who our third guy was that year.
I don't know if was it Bailey or Leak? I don't know, but anyway.
But yeah.
Yeah, Cheese Coney Economics.
Cheese Coney Economics. We're just rambling about sports now.
Yeah, which we love it.
That's the Cincinnati Reds of today. It's Cheese Coney Economics.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. How much does a cheese coney cost? That's how life is going for you.
You're right. It's like the Reds have to shop at the Jungle Gym's discounted beer section for baseball players.
Yeah.
They got to hit the clearance bins.
Yeah, and if they get there at the right time and they get like a bunch of fucking 250 beers, like the 12.5s
and stuff that's drinkable.
Yeah, and you get $20 that gets you drunk for an entire weekend instead of one night.
Right.
You won a championship.
World Series.
Yeah. And that's how it is for fucking Major League Baseball. And before we wrap this one up, I just want to say that's kind of why I hate Major League Baseball. Like, go Reds forever, but it just sucks so bad that, like, you got such a short window to win a World Series.
The Rays laid the blueprint, though. The blueprint.
What is the blueprint, though?
The blueprint is drafting well, drafting really well, developing your young talent, and then, I hate to say it, but like when you get a star, you trade them off for prospects, like good prospects.
Which kind of the Reds have been doing.
And then once you find a nucleus that seems to gel, you add a couple of expensive pieces to it.
Gotcha.
Without any really expensive contracts.
All right.
And then you push for a playoff berth. And the Rays have done it really well. And I feel like that's the direction the Reds are moving in now.
Yeah, because, I mean, they traded off dudes at their height, and I didn't realize how loaded our goddamn...
Our farm system is nuts.
Yeah, and I guess...
We have the number one prospect. Ellie De La Cruz.
Yeah.
Is the number one prospect, according to ESPN right now.
I saw that.
That's dope.
So, with that being said, I guess they're doing it right, because even though the fans hated it, they're like, let's move them off. Let's get all these fucking dudes, and now we can build a team.
Yep. That dude Steer that's tearing it up, I think he was a dude we got in trade. Matt McClain was a dude we got drafted, I think, if I remember right.
But,
and he's raking.
But like you said, draft right, trade studs off. Don't pay Joey Vottos, trade them off, get prospects,
right,
and just keep fucking constantly.
Yes, it's got to be. It's gonna be a circle.
Yeah,
you're not gonna have dudes that are on the team for 10 years.
Yeah,
it's just we can't afford that. We can't do that. That's not our game.
Yeah, we have to play it differently now. We have to constantly trade and.
Yes.
I mean, yeah.
It's wheel and deal.
Yeah. Yeah, and I mean, it sucks because it's like, you love those guys, like the AJ Greens, the Vottos, but yeah, you have to. You have to constantly.
Those are the dudes that sell jerseys and sell seats, but at the same time, they don't win championships. When they account for like 30% of your payroll.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, it just doesn't work.
But you know what?
I fear that with the Bengals. Like, Burrow is going to command so much of a chunk of our payroll that we're not going to be able to field a team around him.
Yeah.
Like, is he that dude like a Mahomes that you can field a crap team around him, like a team of scrubs around him, and he elevates them?
We'll see.
We'll see.
Yeah, once that defense starts falling apart, we'll see.
We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see real quick because it's coming.
Yep.
And like he said in his presser, he's like, I understand I have to field a team, but I also want to get paid. And it's like, okay, cool. And then Mahomes comes out. He's like, you're like the 9th paid highest quarterback. He's like, well, I want to fucking my legacy, my rings. And it's like, well, yeah, we'll see. Yeah, we'll see. I mean, you can't keep drafting replacements every year. Like, yeah, you get them for 4 years, but you also got to be smart about moving dudes and not letting T. Higgins walk for nothing. And, you know, you got to get picks like KC's doing, which the Bengals front office is so...
They're adverse to that
at
all.
So I feel like if we don't get one in the next year or two, we're never getting one because they don't know how to trade guys to make the team better.
I mean, off of what Burrow has done for the team, they'll pay him until he retires.
Yeah, they'll pay Burrow, they'll pay Higgins, they'll pay Jamar Chase, and then they'll be so cap-strapped, they'll strike out on some fucking draft picks. And
well, I mean, if that happens, then the offensive line is going to get Burrow hurt to the point where his career's over.
Yeah,
and then we're back to the drawing board.
They're not smart enough, and it's like, I want Higgins to be a Bengal forever, but in reality, you gotta fucking do what the Chiefs did. Like, what's his face? The speedster in Miami.
Tyreek Hill.
Tyreek Hill.
Like, yeah, the Chiefs don't even have a number one receiver.
No, but and then they just won the Super Bowl.
And they won the Super Bowl,
and they loaded up with draft picks, and they got more draft picks.
Right. Yeah, I mean, if your quarterback is that good, he can take any receiver and make it work.
Yeah, and Duke Tobin's like, oh, I'm not in the market of making other teams better. It's like, well, Duke Tobin, you need to rethink things because you have to make your team better when your quarterback's getting $52 fucking million a year. that you have to get draft picks on cheap deals, like what the Rays are doing and what I guess the Reds are trying to approach.
The Reds have caught on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and that's why a couple years ago they did go out and they dropped a bunch of money and got some dudes like Moustakas and Castellanos and stuff like that. And they made a push. They damn near got to the playoffs that year.
It backfired. Moustakas got hurt, and like it just didn't work out. But then you just reload. You don't sit on these guys forever. You don't pay the Homer Bailey contracts,
right?
Yeah, because
like the Castellanos got a huge contract from Philly, and it's like, we couldn't match that. I loved Castellanos, but he just it just wasn't there for us. So I mean, once we unload the Votto contract, and once we can stop paying Griffey too, that'll help.
Yeah, because like you said, that's money loaded up to make that final push. Yeah, because you're freeing up fucking like $30 million a year.
But I mean, when we get to like the All-Star break and we're in first place in our division, then go all in. Just trade off your farm and get a couple like proven dudes. Whatever, like plug the holes you have, and then make a run for the World Series.
Make a run, yep.
But anyways,
on that note, what we're giving you, Booze Heads, is Cheese Coney Economics.
Cheese Coney Economics. So in this world today, it applies to the sports world.
Yes.
It applies to booze.
Absolutely, yes. Fucking A, man.
We should become accountants.
We should. Cheese Coney Economics.
For this money, you can get 15 cheese conies.
Yeah.
But if you just cut here, and here, you can get 30 cheese conies.
Break it down to Cheese Coney Economics.
We should do a TED Talk.
We should. But on that note, we're going to wrap this one up. We love you, Booze Heads. Remember, spread the word. Guy Party forever.
I stand with booze.
And we stand with booze. Hey, hashtag that shit. If I see a hashtag we stand with booze, I'm going to give you a free sticker. But until the next episode, Guy Party!